Hello students, this video intends to help aid in your understanding of placebos and blinding as they are presented in the Stat 1040 and 1045 classes. Within this video, we will touch on objectives 1.3 and 1.4 of Unit 1. We will be covering the concepts shown on screen. After some explanation, you will have a chance to practice these concepts at the end of the video. Let's get started. We will begin by exploring the concept of a placebo as they are presented in controlled experiments. Placebos are mock treatments designed to mimic the actual treatment. In a controlled experiment, the placebo is given to the control group. This is done for researchers to measure if the treatment imposed is actually having an effect on the treatment group, or if any effect is merely a result of what is called the placebo effect. The placebo effect is defined as a reported change in being, which results not from the physiological effect of the treatment, but due to the psychological belief that whatever perceived treatment being received by the subject is causing an effect. An example of the placebo effect in play can be seen when subjects in an experiment were given either a real knee surgery or a sham knee surgery. Even though they did not receive the actual knee surgery, patients who received the sham treatment still reported having significant improvements in their health and knee function. To summarize, placebos are inert, fake, or sham replacement treatments done within controlled experiments in order to measure the effectiveness of the actual treatment being tested. Let's continue to explore experimental design by now exploring blinding and double blinding. Blinding is the process wherein experiments are done with the intention of making sure the subjects are unaware what group they are in. This means subjects do not know if they are in the control group receiving the placebo or if they are in the treatment group that is receiving the actual treatment. Blinding helps make results more credible, since the subjects are not influenced by knowledge of whether or not they are receiving an actual versus a sham treatment. If they did know, their own bias could influence or confound the results. Double blinding is a process wherein not only the subjects are unaware what group they were sorted into, but the researchers conducting the study also do not know the groupings. Of course, the groupings are revealed following the conclusion of the experiment in order to allow for interpretation of the results, but during the actual duration of the experiment, it is unclear who is in the control and who is in the treatment groups. An experiment which contains double blinding is likely to be even more reliable, since potential bias from both the subjects and the researchers is more effectively filtered out. However, this can be difficult to do in many realistic settings, and thus single blinding is more commonly seen within the real world. Now that we have defined the concepts of placebos and blinding within controlled experiments, let's do some practice to check our understanding. In order to test the effectiveness of a new vaccine being developed, a research group has split 200 randomly selected adults into two groups. Group A receives the actual vaccine, while Group B receives a saline shot. The participants are not told which shot they are receiving, and due to the way the vials are labeled, it is not made clear to the researchers which vaccine is being given until after the conclusion of the experiment. Question 1. Is there a placebo present within this study? If so, is the placebo assigned to Group A or Group B? Pause to answer and then press play to check your work. Answer. There is a placebo group present in the form of a saline shot. Therefore, it is Group B who is receiving the placebo. A saline shot would provide no physiological effects, and therefore the administration of this inert shot would be compared to the physiological effects of the treatment shot that is being tested. Question 2. Would this study be considered blind or double blind? Pause to answer and then press play to check your work. Answer. This study is considered double blind. We can tell this is the case since the problem announces that the participants do not know which shot they are receiving. Additionally, the type of labeling on the vials means that the researchers also do not know which shot is being administered until it is time to analyze the results following the experiment's conclusion. Remember, double blinding means that neither party knows who is assigned to which group. Once again, this is done with the intention of reducing any potential bias in order to increase the credibility of the results of the experiment. If these or any other concepts require some more of your attention, feel free to watch this video again, reach out to your professor or recitation leader, or utilize the free tutoring services offered at the Aggie Math Learning Center. We hope this video was helpful, and remember that help is here if you need it.